Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Edmund Ironside, and we get to hear from Edricus today in Act 3, Scene 2. Now this Act 3, Scene 2 started out, in my mind, a little bit of a mashup between Game of Thrones and Monty Python and the Holy Grail, because Canutus is outside the gates of London and he sends his herald to say, let us in or we're going to attack, and the bailiff at the gate is like, yeah, no, we're not letting you in. Go away, you teeny tiny little people. So the herald comes back to Canutus and his men and is like, yeah, they're not gonna let us in. And Canutus is like, all right, well then they get to feel my wrath. And there's a line that just says, assails the walls, and they start attacking London, basically, until a messenger comes in and says, Edmund's coming along with his troops, and Canutus is like, he must be coming either to parley or to surrender. This is what's going to happen here. So then, like, Uskatolf says, we're going to win, and Southampton says, we're going to win, and Edricus chimes in with, the day is yours before the fight begins, great and renowned prince, fair England's king. For emulation, which doth sometime lose, now doth assure you of the victory. See you not how the English lords contend, who should excel in feats of chivalry, and creep up farthest in your highness' grace? On t'other side, behold brave-minded Danes, scorning to o'ermatch in feats of arms, strive who should compass most by power or wit to amplify your honorable fame. The soldiers are not slothful in this stir, but ready, forward, prompt, and fit to fight, expecting gladly that delightsome hour when they shall grapple with their enemies. Then, in assurance of this happy day, armed to the fight, it is in vain to stay. So this is Edricus basically being the suck-up that he is. Remember, Edricus is the one that he doesn't really care which side he's on. He likes Canutus a little bit better than Edmund, but he just wants to be on the winning side, basically, is what it boils down to. And he's pretty sure that if anybody knew him from his childhood and knew all of the stuff that he's done to get where he is, they would think he had studied villainy his entire life. So this is him hyping up Canutus, saying, like, can't you tell you've already won? Like, look over there. The English people want nothing to do with him. They're all fighting to impress you. And over here, the Danes are also fighting to impress you. And like, neither side's being passive in this. Both sides are like rearing to go and ready to fight for the glory of you. When they get to fight each other to impress you and get in front of you, you know, you're obviously gonna win this. So let's get out there and fight. And Canutus is like, well, obviously I'm gonna win this battle, but really what I want is the crown. And then the drums sound and they're like, what's these drums? These drums are so rude. And then Edmund and all of his soldiers come trooping in and they're like, let's get to fighting. And the stage directions say that, like, they fight and then Edmund drives Canutus off the stage. So sort of similar to how Canutus had already lost 20,000 troops in a battle to Edmund Ironside's troops when he sent them up north, he promptly gets chased off stage in this head-to-head between the two of them as well. And that's the end of Act 3, Scene 2. So we'll see. Are they going to keep fighting, or are we eventually going to get to some sort of negotiation parlay type situation? I don't know. We got a ways to go. So come on back tomorrow for more. I'll see you then. Mwah.